All right, let's jump right in. For the next few minutes, think of this as your own personal high-performance coaching session. We're going to break down James Patterson's Positive Disruptor framework from his book, Disrupt Everything and Win. The goal here, to give you the tools to not just survive the chaos out there, but to actually thrive on it. So first things first, we've got to name the problem. And it's a feeling I think we all know. It's that nagging sense that in this crazy, fast-moving world, we're losing control. It feels like things are just happening to us instead of us making things happen. And Patterson kicks things off with a real gut punch of a question. So let's just sit with this for a second. Are you really, genuinely living a good life? One that feels meaningful? Or, if you're being honest, does it feel more like you're just on a treadmill, running hard, but not really going anywhere? And hey, if you're feeling that sense of being completely overwhelmed, you are definitely not alone. This quote just validates what so many of us are feeling. You know, with everything from AI changing our jobs to just the sheer pace of things, this sense of chaos, it's become our shared reality. So here's the kicker. What's the cost of doing nothing? The book is crystal clear on this. If you just try to ignore it, if you dig your heels in and resist all the change swirling around you, you don't find stability. What you find is you feel lost, you feel left behind, maybe even cheated and angry. And that's a really high price to pay. Okay, so that's the problem. It's big, it's messy. But here's where we pivot. The solution isn't about trying to control all the chaos out there. It's about fundamentally shifting your mindset in here. It's about changing the way you see everything. And this, right here, lays it out perfectly. There are two paths you can take. On one side, you have being disrupted. That's the default mode, right? It's passive, it's reactive, it's where change happens to you. But on the other side, there's becoming the disruptor. And that's where you're proactive, you're empowered, you're the one making the change. And this is so important. We're not talking about just causing chaos for the sake of it. The whole goal is to become what the book calls a positive disruptor. This is someone who can look at change, look at chaos, and see opportunity. It's a chance to grow, to innovate, and to lead. It's about profiting from disruption instead of just being managed by it. So you're probably asking, okay, that sounds great, but how do I actually do this? How do I become a positive disruptor? Well, the framework gives us a really clear place to start, and it all begins by looking inward to find your core motivation. The book uses this incredible metaphor of an inner fire. And this isn't some vague, fuzzy concept. Your fire is your purpose. And that purpose has to be built on something solid, a non-negotiable foundation of your personal values, what you truly, deeply believe in. And listen, this part is absolutely crucial. Finding your purpose can't just be some intellectual exercise you write down on a piece of paper. It has to hit you emotionally. This quote just nails it. It's that powerful alignment when your heart's conviction and your mind's logic are working together. That's when you can really, truly commit to your path. All right, so once you've located that fire inside, the next step is to give it a voice, to turn it into a concrete, actionable guide for your life. And that's where your mission statement comes in. Think of it this way. If your purpose is your why, then your mission is your how. It's the tangible, real-world expression of that inner fire. It defines what you're actually trying to do, day in and day out, and it gives you that clear direction when things get confusing. And to see this in action, just look at the author's own mission statement. See how these aren't just generic corporate buzzwords, they're specific, actionable principles. Don't get in the way of the story. Get interested in the people in the middle. These are actual guides he can use every single day. And the book gives us this super simple but really powerful 3-step toolkit to build your own. It all happens at the intersection of these 3 questions. What are you uniquely good at? What's your talent? What problem or need in the world do you actually want to meet? And what do you just flat out love to do? What's your passion? Okay, let's pull this all together. We've talked mindset, we've talked purpose, we've talked mission. Now for the most important part. How does this actually apply to your life? Right now, today. Patterson tells this amazing story about his whoosh moment. He was stuck in miserable bumper-to-bumper traffic on his way to a job he didn't love anymore. And he just watched the cars in the other direction, whoosh, whoosh, speeding freely. That sound was his wake-up call. It was the moment he realized his entire life was going in the wrong direction. But here's the thing, a huge life change, like getting on the other side of the highway, doesn't usually happen in one giant leap. And this is the crucial link. Big, life-altering disruption is almost always built on a foundation of small, intentional, daily actions. Practice is how you disrupt your current reality to create a better one. So this all comes down to one final, very personal challenge for you. Not next week, not next month, today. Based on everything we've just talked about, what is one small, daily habit, one routine, one piece of your status quo that you are going to disrupt today to start moving closer to your purpose? And that's it. The final command from the book is as simple as it is powerful. Don't sit around and wait to be disrupted. Take control. Find that fire inside you and go make a change that matters. Go disrupt something.